A dream is a wish your heart.
May the 4th be with you. Okay. Hello YouTube. So as mentioned in my previous videos, I wanted to upload some type of packing video for you guys and an update. Just because I'm leaving in just under 2 weeks, and you know, I'm not completely done my packing, but I have my handy dandy Minnie Mouse book here, and I've got a couple things in here as well as my adorable packing list. You won't be able to see it, but that's what it looks like. So I called it Ariana's DCP checklist. So that's what I'll be discussing mostly throughout this video. I just wanted to kind of keep the page active because it hasn't been incredibly active since the interview and acceptance and all that stuff. Before I get into the packing aspect of the video, I'm going to show you some of the paperwork I've had to go through because I know there's a lot of people who are doing the same thing right now as I am, or in the future. If you want to apply for the same program as me, you'll be prepared and you'll know what to expect. So I'll be right back. So I bought this lovely little folder thing here, and what it is basically I'm keeping all of my important paperwork in here and keeping it in my carry-on for the plane, and there's a lot of really important stuff in here. So just to remind anyone watching, I am taking part in the cultural exchange program, or the international college program. So what that means is I'm only in Florida for 3 months instead of like the 6 or 12 months that the regular college program would be. This is kind of like my summer vacation, and they do that for that very reason. I'm going to pull out the paperwork that I need when I get to the airport. And basically what it is, it's called a DS-0019 form. So it's our visa, I guess, and I use that with quotations because it's not really like, I don't fully understand how the visa works for us Canadians, but we don't go through the insane process that people outside of North America have to do. What happens is we got this form thing in the mail, and it has like a front page that lets you know, don't be terminated from your program. Make sure you do everything that's listed and make sure you're complying to everything that the program involves. So what happens is, like, it's basically just a white piece of paper filled with a bunch of your personal information and your, I guess, visa number, and it's signed by someone from Disney World. So it's got the address stamped and the person's signature on it. All we have to do is show that form at the border along with our receipt, which is for U.S. Immigration and Customs, and it's from the Department of Homeland Security. So we had to pay a little fee for our visa, I guess you could call it. And then of course we have our offer letter here, and a lot of people said that we need that as well. I'm not entirely sure why, but I guess it's just to prove, like, hey, this is why I'm going to the States, like, I have a legitimate reason. I think that's all I'm going to need at the border. I have a bunch of other stuff in here anyways, but I have it all in a nice little neat order. And then I have my criminal background check. I have a few copies in there. And then I have my proof of medical insurance, and something called onboarding paperwork, which is stuff that you sign when you get to the program. So that's not anything I need to worry about until I'm there. If anybody has any further questions about it, I would be happy to answer. I just wanted to kind of go over that quickly. On to the packing. Okay. My wonderful checklist, which I have called Ariana's DCP checklist, is quite large. I made it a lot smaller, but I can still read it. So I have subtitles for everything, and I also have a color key. So basically I have here, if it's red, it means I'm bringing it or packing it prior to arriving in Florida. And then if it's in blue, that means I have to buy it once I arrive in Florida. So the only downside to flying instead of driving is you obviously can't pack that much unless you're flying down with your parents and they check one of your suitcases as their baggage. Unfortunately, the airline I'm flying with doesn't include baggage, so we have to pay for each piece we're bringing. I might end up bringing 2 suitcases just because my parents are both sharing one, so it's not that big of a deal. But for now, I'm okay with my suitcase and my carry-on. So let's get started. So for paperwork, basically everything I just talked about I have to have on hand, so I gotta make sure that, and I put passport in here because, you know, can't really get to the States without a passport. I don't even think you can get past airport security or anything like that without a passport. I honestly don't know how within Canada works. You probably do need a passport to fly within Canada as well, but who knows. Okay, so other stuff I have for my carry-on, I have hairbrush, touch-up makeup, mints or gum for when you're flying it. If you chew on something, it keeps your ears from popping. I have my iPod and headphones. Even though it's only a 2.5-hour flight, it's nice to have music on you. And I have my laptop just because I'm packing my laptop in my carry-on suitcase because I would rather not have my suitcase thrown around in the airplane and at the airport with a laptop in it. That's probably not the greatest idea. And then I have pens, you know, because I'll have to fill out stuff and whatnot. I'm probably going to be packing, I have my iPad somewhere on this checklist, so I'll probably be packing that in my carry-on as well because, again, I don't want it to break. So I have clothing. All that's in red, by the way. I'm packing that prior. Clothing and accessories, so I've kind of bogged it into one thing because you know, you're wearing it, it's all the same thing, right? So I have shorts, bathing suits, undergarments, 1 sweater, which I'm not sure about yet just because it's Florida and I know it's really hot and I don't know. I get really cold a lot though, so we'll see. I mean, I'm used to living in Canada where most of the time it is pretty cool and we usually only get like 2 months tops of warm weather. Like, that's pushing it. 1 pair of pants. I'll probably bring a pair of pants no matter what. Tank tops, obviously, to wear when I'm off and want to go to the parks. A windbreaker, you know, for if it rains, I have a hood on it. Socks, Disney wedges, which I will get into afterwards. Summer wedges, running shoes, and Birks. I can't wear flip-flops because I have really bad feet from when I used to dance, so I'm stuck wearing Birkenstocks all the time. I have my Disney look dresses, so again, those are for traditions. Blazer, exercise clothing, casual dresses / rompers, statement necklaces, skirts, hair ribbons, and accessories like bobby pins, hair ties, you know. Gotta have that stuff when you're in that kind of humidity. Maybe rain boots, but I don't think I'm going to pack my rain boots. They're way too huge. Sunglasses, and then I have backpack in blue because I don't own a backpack. So I'm either going to buy a backpack or like a fanny pack, or I don't know, probably a backpack. And then my next topic is toiletries / cosmetics. So most of this is in blue, and then a couple things are in red. So I have my makeup bag with my makeup in it, makeup removing wipes, which I'll probably bring a couple, but for the most part I'll probably buy those in Florida. Cleanser I'm bringing, moisturizer I'm bringing, hairbrush, thin and thick combs, obviously I'm bringing those, and I'm bringing flat iron and blow dryer. And then the stuff I need to buy once I'm down there is body wash, shampoo, conditioner, heat protectant spray, allergy medication, Tylenol, Advil, face and body sunscreen, body spray, toothbrush, toothpaste, hair frizz serum because hello Florida humidity, and hairspray. Some of that I might end up buying in the next couple of weeks, but for the most part I'll be getting that there because I'm not overly fond of putting liquid in my suitcase. So, and my next topic is bedding / bathroom. I've got bed sheets. Oh, and by the way, all this is in blue because there's no way I'm fitting all of this stuff in my suitcase. I've got bed sheets, pillowcases, comforter, towels for body and face, pillows, throw blanket, and a beach towel, which I have already packed actually. And then I've got electronics, so my iPad, camera, iPhone, MacBook, my Minnie Mouse iHome, iPod, and charging cords. Those are essential. I'd rather remember, actually no, I would definitely rather remember the electronics because you can always buy the charging cord. I probably wouldn't like to do the other way around. And then I have an extra section, so areas that I either forgot to put in or just didn't fit under anything I have here. So spending money for 2 weeks, my cards, so like credit, debit, driver's license, and health card, a purse, duh, locks for locker, suitcases, stuff like that, laundry and cleaning supplies, which I'm probably going to buy there, and same with clothing hangers, and then lanyard and ID holder and folder for papers, which I actually can cross off now because I've got that. So that's my packing list. Sorry if that was kind of crazy and in your face, but I am more than happy to send that to anyone. I will post the link below with my Tumblr address because I actually have posted this checklist on my Tumblr, so you are more than welcome to use it. On to traditions. I have bought 4 dresses. I know I'm crazy, but I honestly have no idea what they're going to want, so I bought 4 dresses that are completely appropriate for the Disney look. And I also have a pair of shoes that I will be bringing specifically for anything that requires business casual apparel. So I will show you those dresses now, not on, because I don't feel like changing right now. But you guys will definitely see me wearing these dresses throughout the summer in my videos anyways. So I'll just show you what they look like now. Okay, so I got this one here. And, you know, it's pretty plain, I guess. Well, not really. It's got a cute pattern. But, it's from, where's this from? Oh my gosh. J. Crew. So this one is from J. Crew. And it's got thick enough straps. I think the rule was it had to be 4 fingers or something. And I have very tiny hands. So that's 4 fingers for sure. And then it's got a high enough neckline. And then I know the skirts have to, skirts or dresses can't exceed like 3 inches. I think that's 3 inches. I don't know. But they can't exceed 3 inches above your kneecap. So that's a big rule. This is my other dress. It's also from J. Crew and it's got the same sleeve thing going on. So it's so hard to show you guys with this kind of camera. But yeah, I think it's nice. This next dress here is probably the one I'll be wearing to traditions just because it's the most classic and I am absolutely in love with it. So it's just like straight up and down red. You know, gotta wear red because hello, Mickey and Minnie. But yeah, it's very nice and it's very classic. This one is from Banana Republic and it's got a t-shirt on it and it's got like kind of like an open type of armpit, so it's nice and breezy. But yeah, I know I'll be safe with this one for sure. So this is one I'll be wearing to traditions most likely. And then this last dress here is very similar to my red one, but it's hot pink. And this is actually from Winners. It was a great steal, so if you're looking for something and you don't want to break the bank, go to Winners because this is great. So the last thing I'm going to show you all are the shoes I'll be wearing for my Disney look appropriate apparel. So they're pretty plain, but they're really nice and they're really comfortable. And they have a little wedge. I am obsessed with wearing heels. I wear them all the time and everyone I know can vouch for me on that. I am just in love with heels and anything nude colored is my weakness too. So these are super comfy. They're a brand called Geox and I got them from a store called Town Shoes. I don't know if they have those in the States, but they have them in Canada and it's basically like a shoe store with a bunch of different brands. But there's Geox stores and you can shop online as well. They're a little bit more on the expensive side, but shoes are something that I think are definitely worth splurging on, especially if you're going to be walking around in them for a long time. You want to make sure that they have enough support and they're breathable. And something I really like about these, I think you can see that, they have like little holes in them And at the bottom, they actually have like, sorry, it's kind of dirty. They have little holes, and it actually lets your feet breathe while you're walking. And when you're in Florida in that humidity, I'm definitely positive that my feet will want to breathe. Another thing that I would suggest doing is, these are about a half size bigger, maybe a little less than that, but they slip on and off my feet pretty easily. And you want to buy shoes that are slightly bigger, especially if you're not used to living in a humid environment, just because your feet are going to swell up and expand. And so I think I did well with these. I hope I did. They're really comfy and they're very plain, so they'll definitely be Disney appropriate. I don't think Disney's overly picky on shoes. When I read the the Disney lookbook, the only thing they really said was like no casual wear shoes and no sandals. So, and anything you would wear casually, just don't wear. Although, you know, some people wear flats casually, and I think flats would be fine. So that was a lot to say. I had a whole bunch of stuff to say this video, so hopefully that wasn't too boring or too crazy. I just thought it would be important to kind of put it out there, the kind of stuff I'll be bringing, and I think it's helpful for anyone who's taking an airplane to get to Florida, because you're limited on the stuff you can bring. So hopefully my luggage doesn't go overweight, especially with all my electronics. I'll be posting a video in a little under 2 weeks from now. I'll be getting my hair all fixed and all that, because my roots right now like completely different colors. But yeah, I will see you all soon, and I hope that you can keep watching me and make sure to subscribe.